It's not unusual to see hedge funds jump into what appears to be a basket case. What's different about this Puerto Rico trade from other distressed investment opportunities?
So, first of all, just to talk about why they're going there, right? They're looking for yields, right? But also, their specialty is actually to go in somewhere and recognize a distressed opportunity when they see one. So, you have them, and they're going in. These are firms that are the kind, like you mentioned, that really were fighting over Lehman Brothers for 7 years. These are the same kind of investors who are in Caesars right now. They're in a company we know as TXU, which is the power generator in Texas. So they really go into these bankruptcy situations. They get their view before, strike that position, and right now there's really not a lot of big debt situations that they can really take advantage of. So they're going out and they're saying, well, hey, we need to look at something else. We can't just look at these corporates. We've got to go into places that we don't normally look at.
Fixing a corporate and fixing a territory are two very different things, though.
Yes, they are. But it's actually really interesting because in Puerto Rico, you have some of the same similarities, right? You've got, too much debt. They can't see around this debt. You have really high costs that seem a little bit unfixable, at least on the face of it. And then you also have, the potential for the economy to recover, same as a business. And that's what the distressed investor is always betting on.
When you talk to different people about Puerto Rico and the opportunities it presents, does it seem to you like a crowded trade?
I think there's different views on that. There are some people who say, look, the bonds are going to fall lower. We have just started the negotiations in PREPA, for example, which is the power authority. That's the first one. So there's going to be a lot of drama over the summer. Other people say, look, I've been examining this for 2 years. I'm a distressed guy, and I don't see these bonds going any lower than where they are.
In the meantime, the money from the hedge funds is going to buy Puerto Rico some time. Any sense on whether we're in the second inning or the eighth inning of Puerto Rico's effort to climb out of this big hole?
I think just given the negotiations that are going to be set up for the summer, I think we are going to see a lot more before this is over. It really has a specific timeline because the Government Development Bank down there, which is sort of the lender to these different agencies, it will run out of money at some point. So it can't go on forever.
So there is a deadline built in, but we could still be heading for extra innings regardless.
I think we definitely could. It's going to be messy. That's what we know for sure.
What's the investor that you'd be watching most carefully in all of this?
I think there are really two sides, and there's really not just one single one to pick. You've got, Appaloosa, you've got Nighthead. On the other side, you've got Fir Tree, which was in Argentina. So
they have the experience there.
They do.